I can't stop loving you.
And boom.
I want to see my.
Wow, you really cut it off right before it got good.
I really cut it off at the worst part.
Fuck you, bro.
I was trying to cut it off in between the drop, but it didn't work out.
You're supposed to wait another 10 seconds, and then you cut it off. This guy.
Anyways, business as usual. Why level so low, Chief? Oh, because this is low, Chief. Damn, they put new buns on here?
Too loud, bro.
No, it's not.
I feel like it's too loud.
I think your headphones are probably too low.
Listening in my headphones?
This is your headphones right here.
Nobody
I teach these rookies how to use the boys.
That was too loud.
Nah, it's the headphones.
I'm saying I don't normally talk that loud to have two all the way up that high. You dig?
Oh, you're on 2? There you go.
Yes, I'm on 2, fam. Why do you think I turned it down? Gone for 2 weeks, you forget how to do things.
You didn't even know that turned down your headphones.
Yes, I did. That's why I turned down my volume first, so I could hear myself better in the headphones. It's kind of like when you turn up
the volume.
It's kind of like when people turn down their music to park. It's totally irrational. It makes no sense, but you do it because it helps, continuity.
What's up, good people? Live from the Good News Studio in Manchester, California.
Westchester, fam.
I don't know. What's the difference?
Westchester off Manchester.
What's the difference?
Because Manchester's a street, Westchester's a city.
Manchester is not a city or district.
It's a street.
It's not a city or a district.
Manchester's an avenue.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
You willing to put up?
I mean, you owe me from the Urban Myers
you
thing.
you willing to put up the double or nothing?
You want to go double or nothing? Well, are we talking Manchester like Manchester in England? Because that shit don't count. We in the hood.
I'm pretty sure there's a part of LA that's called Manchester.
It's not. You're thinking Westmount, which is a very small. All
right, then why don't you take the bet?
I mean, sure, but you're gonna lose.
All right. Anyways, Westchester, California. I'm PD Camarillo.
Kenneth Frank James Barry.
As always, held it down the past 2 weeks in the studio alone.
It's really been 2 weeks?
Well, 2 weeks ago, I was in the car.
Yeah, downstairs.
So I was locked out the studio. Whoa.
Please don't do that.
Whoa.
Please don't. That was bad. That was worse than... Funny how Keenan Allen
was the Jaguars not hiring Byron Leftwich? Probably again.
If John Gruden... I already said it on Twitter. If John Gruden is up the head coach for the Jaguars, so many people.
How can you not hire Byron Leftwich? Like seriously, at this point, how do you not hire Byron Leftwich as a Jaguar?
Because you say Tom Brady is the one who.
You gonna hire David Garrard or what?
No, that's why out of nowhere.
But yeah, man, the Jaguar situation, I think you did call it, man. You called it from the jump. You said it was going to end badly.
7 years ago.
You said it was going to end badly.
He wouldn't last the whole season.
I'm really shocked he didn't make it through the season.
I told you, bro.
That was of epic proportions. Like that made Nick Saban in Miami look successful. That's how bad that entire situation was.
One day people gonna realize like I predict a lot of shit before it happens. But
it's like that
he can't lead 18 to 22-year-olds.
You're basically that dude who's never played beer pong and then just comes on the table and just starts hitting cups, like just doesn't know what he's doing. But I guess you do.
I don't need all the bells and whistles.
You just throw out wild shit and then somehow
this shit gonna happen.
I think you just be doing some voodoo shit. Yeah, because you just be throwing out some random ass shit that literally nobody else fucking thinks of, and then
it happens.
It's like, what the fuck?
Because I be knowing, because I'm insightful and I see past people. I told you John Gruden wouldn't go work as a head coach. Boy, I said, hey, the Rams aren't going to sweep the Cardinals And what did they not do? Shout out to Nick Hamilton. But what did they not do? They didn't sweep the Cardinals. They barely won. And Kyler Murray just came back 2 weeks ago from a busted ankle. So I mean,
yeah, but the Cardinals won the first game.
Yeah, and decisively by a wide margin.
They smacked it.
And the Rams barely won. And they didn't even have DeAndre Hopkins, right? AJ Green was the leading receiver. So what did we say?
So basically, you're not buying the Rams.
I said what I said.
I don't know, man. Odell's looking a little bit better.
He has COVID. Everybody has COVID.
I know. Wasn't that going to be your lead segment?
No, I was just gonna wait for that. I was just gonna slowly bring up projective storylines. Hey, the Raiders, the NFLPA. Actually, no, I'll tease that for later in the show. But the Raiders Browns game, Baker Mayfield's backup has COVID. Case Keenum.
Somehow the Raiders are still gonna find a way to lose.
And somehow it'll be Derek Carr's fault.
Honestly. I haven't even watched the last two Raider games, if I'm being honest.
If you're not on Spaces, if you're not on Twitter Spaces before, during, and after games with Phil Jones, I really don't know what you're doing with your life. Because sometimes I'll be at work just dying laughing.
People be going off in there.
Bro, there's a dude who came in.
It's cathartic. We need it.
It's cathartic and it's truth. Like, I'm telling y'all, when Derek Carr ends up the Seattle Seahawks starting quarterback, and they could have got Bobby Wagner, but instead they somehow whiffed on Russell Wilson, but only got Bobby Wagner, but gave up a first for Bobby Wagner, and probably gave up Josh Jacobs. Y'all gonna be looking at me like, what the hell? And it's overtime between the Chiefs and the Chargers.
How about Rashard Penny with that 200-yard game out of nowhere?
Shout out to Norwalk. His brother called a touchdown too against the Chargers, the fullback. First touchdown of the game.
That's what's up.
Fuck Saquon Barkley for ruining my fantasy football.
Wait, didn't the Chargers take one to the house?
I think they did.
On a kick return? First game?
Not a kick return.
Yeah, it was a kick return.
Wait, are we talking against the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Oh, you're talking about against the Giants.
The Giants game.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Himes. Yeah, we were just talking about Patriots and Raiders fans, and the picture that, shout out to E, he took, it was just depressing. Because I was just like, for those of you on StreamYard who can see me, it was just, because the Raiders, and shout out to C's, because he said last week, he said, this Raiders segment is depressing. I was like, all of them are.
Facts.
Like, imagine, it's just like Pete Carroll's obviously going to have to, all the college jobs are dried up. So Pete Carroll's just going to have to stay in Washington. So Russ is gone. That's simple. They're 4-8. Jamal Adams is out for the year. So I mean, like, what else are you gonna do?
Damn, really an overtime game. Chiefs and Chargers.
The phone's ringing.
That's what's funny, man.
Hello, caller. What's your name and where you calling from? And no spoilers if you saw Spider-Man already.
Well, first off,
fuck Derek Carr and the click he claims.
You know, it's the only guy that you should know. It's the motherfucker that will put Carr to rest. It's the one and only Phil motherfucking Jones NFL, bitches.
I was literally playing Rick Ross Outlaws to open the show because it's just there's the energy that's coming off this week. I mean, Urban Meyer gets fired. I've been yelling this shit for like 7 years. And people really thought he was going to be a good coach. Now, I mean, who knows? Everybody has COVID in the NFL, so this Browns-Raiders game might not happen, but Derek Carr's still somehow – like, honestly, I would rather have Kirk Cousins than Derek Carr, but we'll just back up on that. First off, this man Phil is incredibly humble. He did not give himself the proper introduction. This man covers the fucking White House. He literally didn't even go to school for journalism. He was in the law, criminal law, I think. I was in the spaces listening. Also, he's one of the greatest orators and people you want holding down a room, whether it's in Clubhouse or on Twitter spaces, involving the Raiders, especially how you totally Baba Booey that dude who tried to troll. He's the 5'9", 400-pound sophomore who
Hold on now. He's 5'9" on a good day, all right?
good day.
With cleats on.
400 pounds. He played free safety his senior year, and he was kind of on the team his senior year, but he didn't really play. But he got hurt his junior year, but he was definitely a QB. And as the dude in the chat, I forget his name, but when you asked him, so what kind of blitzes did you face? And then he yelled out the good ones.
Hey, no. What got me, the worst thing that got me, bruh, was, yeah, man, you know, and then, you know, I had this big old defensive tackle, man. This man was huge. He hit me below the waist, and then he wrapped me around, and then he brought me down from behind. I was like, whoa, hold on now.
No. He went even deeper than that, bro. He was like, he held me down. He took me from behind. I was like, oh.
That's that Odell Trae Young stuff right
bro,
there.
He said he lifted me up in the air, and I went,
shit.
He took a deep-ass breath for dramatic effect. I was like,
hey, bruh, just know.
That boy is good.
He's addicted to boys, probably.
Just know. Odell Beckham heard that shit. He was like, this motherfucker.
Odell hit him with the Prince. Shout out to my mom.
Tell me he shitted on you. Tell me he shitted on you.
You know, like when Marilyn Monroe stands under the little sewage pipe or sewage drain and blows the dress up. That's what Odell did. He just looked over his shoulder. Like Seth Rogen's in that picture where he's touching himself, looking over his shoulder. That's what Odell was doing in the wind.
When you feel healthy, when you eat fruit, you feel healthy as fuck, me. Oh,
yes. He Buffalo Billed himself. That's wild.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. But
he puts the shit on the skin or else it gets the hose again.
And that's Derek Carr stands on Twitter. Oh, man.
Hey, no. Derek Carr stand, let me tell you about these motherfuckers. Oh, my God. You know, I've kind of held back from this shit a lot because I'm trying not to get suspended on fucking Twitter.
We need you on Twitter.
Hey, look, real quick, for everybody that has Twitter, if you use any kind of fucking music and shit, or, you know, you were at a bar and you just happen to videotape the recap of somebody getting knocked the fuck out. UMCA, they are after your ass, okay?
You're on a list.
They are here to butt plug the shit out of you. I done got reported by these motherfuckers. They said, hey, look, we done locked your account. I said, what the fuck? What the fuck you locked my account for? You stole Celine Dion's music for that fucking game winner touchdown.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
I said, first off, this was a whole fucking year ago. A whole goddamn year ago.
This is McCarthyism.
I said,
give him a blue check already.
Is that right? First off,
Jack
I was
bullshit.
like, you know what? I should cough on you motherfuckers for coming up on me like that. Shit.
I'm gonna cough on you.
I feel like, honestly, personally, if you were on Twitter and like did a little bit of journalism in 2010, like you should just get your fucking the blue check because we're the real ones who've been on Twitter. Like you could tell we took like a 5-year break because we were doing shit and living. But like if you've been on Twitter since 2009 or 10, like you should just already have the blue check. Everybody else is full of shit.
Right, these motherfuckers they ain't gave blue checks to. It's like, what the fuck? First off, that pasty motherfucker that hasn't grown any facial hair.
Speak freely.
He got a fucking blue check mark. I'm just like, how the fuck did this man get? I said, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm beyond the fucking check mark shit. I'd be like, hey, have you been to the White House before? Hold these nuts.
I think you said, hey, I make 6 figures, bitch. I own you.
Right? Shit. I'm like, you know, I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to just keep doing my thing. Because I've seen motherfuckers that don't even have fucking check marks. And they're some of your best fucking people and shit. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, my boy, Mo Moten, the I'm going to send him a fucking cheesecake for his fucking birthday. Mo, if you're listening, I know where you live. I'm going to send the fucking cheesecake, and it's going to be in the shape of a fucking Timberland boot. Head ass.
Oh,
Hey, shout out to Mo, man. Mo's a Raiders Twitter OG. He's always been good.
yeah, he has the last bit of optimism. Chiefs
Mo
really won
is
in
one of
overtime
the
and a walk-off.
reasons if it wasn't for Mo, I wouldn't be doing this shit. Mo's one of the reasons why I got started into this shit.
Man,
Like, he got me on this. He was like, you know what you're talking about. But the thing is, you're going to have to write him, Mariota, Phil Robinson, fucking, I be fucking up Ray's last name. This has been my fucking
Asperia?
Asperia.
Asperia. I be saying Asperia.
I mean, Pete is technically from Hesperia, so
funny story. A lot of people don't know, but my original blog, Silver Blog, is low key the inspiration for the Raider Ramble.
Oh shit!
I mean,
Mario reached out to me and was like, "How do I do this? I want to do this." Yeah, man. I've been a Raider Twitter OG too.
He got multiple burner accounts. I found 2 of them.
Hey, but Phil, so right now the Chiefs just walked off, beat the Chargers. So that means once again the Raiders have a glimmer of hope into the fucking playoffs. Can you please just push us all over the edge and tell us why we're not going to make the playoffs?
Just Thanos stomp this
Well,
kill baby Thanos in his crib.
Your Lord and Savior Derek Carr, he ain't getting the job done. All right. We just gonna knock that right off the bat.
Period.
He ain't getting this shit done. The motherfucker's like, well, I try to channel my mama mentality, and brother, all I can say is this, I try. You can blame it on me. It's the same old thing. But I got about nearly 4,000 yards passing, but my touchdown interception ratio is some fucking trash. My fucking
take the sleeve off. You're not Kobe.
It's covering up his feminine parts. He has to keep it on. It'll be indecent exposure.
You gotta let me warm this shit up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wanted to say that on the Spaces.
You can't preheat the oven to 350.
Sorry.
You gotta lay the foundation. You gotta
go ahead. Continue.
You gotta put some honey on that turkey first.
Continue.
First off, you got fucking Mr. Wishy-Washy over here. Don't get me wrong. Love the fucking inspirational speech he gave, but I think it was just the wrong guy to give it. Like, you talk about, we got to look for some energy from the O-line and the running game. And the first fucking thing you do is fumble the goddamn ball and give it for a fucking touchdown. What kind of shit is that?
Alabama running back shit.
No, that's some Trent Richardson. That's some Trent Richardson shit right there. But, and I can't be nice all the time. But here's my thing. Everybody picked up and gets fucking orgasms over fucking pressures and shit. But if you ain't getting sacks, I don't give 2 fucks about them.
Yeah.
All right?
Thank you.
I remember Arden Key had all these goddamn pressures and shit and no motherfucking sack.
Yep.
He had what 3 tackles, a karate kick to somebody's face, and a fucking face mask, and 1 sack in his whole damn career.
A super kick and a false finish.
I'm like, what the fuck? What kind of shit is that?
It's funny because
I know
it's like the whole analytics thing is like
bullshit.
It's not that it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like there's some takeaways from it, but it's like you said, at the end of the day, either you sacked the quarterback and you made the play or you didn't.
I put it like this. There's some of the analytics that are, they're good, but people are stretching it.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yep. Perfect.
So here's my thing right here. You may have 5 sacks, but my man, you have been missing again.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we had a heart, whatever kind of heart to heart kind of shit you want to call it, but y'all motherfuckers really about to make me bring this goddamn milk carton back again.
Do it. Embrace accountability. Fuck that. There needs to be somebody has to be accountable, and no one in the Raiders front office is doing it. So the people who are forced to cover the shit and watch the shit might as well be accountable to it.
I'm just gonna say this, man.
When Mark Davis gonna get put on a milk carton?
Man,
competent ownership.
You gotta look. Mark Davis. Look, this man is like the definition of
failing forward.
How he started, and now it's kind of like he's kind of like on the bounce back. Yeah. Everybody wants to trash it, but he's been on the bounce back.
Yeah. The problem is though, he's not his dad. He's not a football visionary.
You don't have to be his dad, but fuck, you hired a coach and gave him a 10-year, $100 million contract off nothing. That was not a good contract when he signed it.
I mean, that's chunk change now the way he's doing.
You gotta look. You needed something big that was going into Vegas. I'm gonna tell you this shit. When you had, I hope I don't lose you guys. I'm going off this fucking road. It's like pitch black. I know there's fucking Sasquatch that be running through these goddamn woods. But
signing him up to play right tackle.
Oh no, shit.
No, you got to draft him in a supplemental draft. All right, there isn't one this year.
No, fucking Sasquatch, bro. I got fucking Goat Man on this fucking road. What's going on?
That's all bad. You got Krampus in this bit. You got Krampus out there.
No. Look up Bowie, Maryland.
Oh
and
fuck!
Goat Man.
Oh fuck! I know. Oh, yeah, that's horrifying. You could probably beat Goat.
And like the place, like the fucking research refugee center. They said they used to do experiments on this motherfucker and shit. Like a man and a fucking goat infused this motherfucker together. Oh look, it's a wild ass story, but I'm gonna just say this.
Bowie, Maryland got some shit about it.
Look, having one night where you were drinking like Mad Dog 2020, you see some shit, bro.
You're too damn old to be drinking MD 2020.
Hey man,
bro,
it happened.
The fucking Raiders, they make you drink that shit, bro. Somebody asked me, "Damn man, what you going through?" My fucking Raiders are trash, nigga.
Derek Carr, if his brother makes one more goddamn excuse. Man,
my whole thing is this.
He's vicariously living through his brother. Can we say that?
And I pointed this out on Twitter, but since that 2017 year, the past 4 seasons, it's been the same thing. We're at 500, and it's like, oh, we got an outside chance to get in. If we win, if this happens, then yeah, we might get in. And guess what happens? Not a goddamn thing. We all get riled up. And all the car stands get their boxers wetter than a virgin at the strip club for the first time. And we don't make the playoffs. And then, oh, well, we won the last game, so let's run it back. Like, nah, man.
Then they get quieter than
I'm tired of this.
Utah brothel.
I'm tired of this, man. I'm just tired of it.
Utah brothel. God damn.
You can't spit in Utah, apparently. So imagine what a strip club in Utah looks like. Why do cats commit to like BYU and shit knowing you can't get pussy while you're there, and then have girlfriends? Like, why would you torture yourself? I don't understand.
Don't they be doing polygamy and all that shit, bro?
Yeah, like they're cool with racism and calling people niggas, but like, oh, sex, we don't actually like that. We'll deal with like the after effect, but like we don't actually like want y'all to have sex. It's weird. It's like, how do you can't get to the end without doing the thing? But I mean, it's like
I can't help with that, Chief.
It's weird because like when you watch the Raiders, you're like, okay, they always have 3 or 4 things that give you promise, and then they just take it away, like a stepdad who like he likes you, but he's not with your mom no more. So he only comes by during Christmas. He'll slide you a 20, but he don't
talking
really
about
fuck
his
with
real life and shit.
No, I'm not. Fuck you. I know some people though. I can tell a story or two. I can tell a story or two. Mom, cut off the phone. Don't listen. You can too. Shut up. You can too, Pete. Shut your ass up. You never had stepdad. But nah,
I ain't got that problem, bro. Shit, please.
It's weird.
I ain't got that.
It's weird, like when you look at how his brother, who I feel like David makes excuses for Derek that he pretty much can quantify for his whole career. That's why nobody calls him on it.
Y'all want to hear the most coldest shit I'm about to probably say?
Go for it.
The Raiders are the equivalent of a fucking deadbeat dad.
Mm.
That comes back to ask you for money at graduation?
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, I want a new contract.
So Kenny Porter, Sean Porter's dad?
Oh, shit. God dang. You had to go that way.
Hell yeah. I'm like, let me die. Don't throw the fucking towel. How dare you?
I mean, like, shit, bro. It's like when you need them the most, they don't fucking show up. But when it's for something that we don't give a fuck about, they want to be like, hey, I'm here, yeah. Where the fuck were you 2 weeks ago when we were getting ass beat?
Having an earpiece and a fucking, what's that shit called? That all dads get? They have it around their waist, the fanny packs.
Oh my
have a
God.
fanny pack full of Polaroids. Like I held him when he was a baby. Like, motherfucker.
Hey, not. But the wildest shit is this, bro. This is what gets me the most. I have to look at this. I go back and look at the film. And you know one thing that PFF put up that I've been screaming for fucking 3 goddamn years? Derek Carr leads the league with 370 snaps of missing 2+ receivers that are open.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
I remember you dropped that in the chat. Oh yeah. And most of his
surprise you fucking stands. He misses wide open targets like we've been fucking telling you. You cocksucking motherfuckers. That's where I'm at. I'm hurt right now because I've been holding this shit in for so damn long, and I've been telling them like in the most nicest manner. He's missing wide open targets. But
he completed 70% of his passes. They were checkdowns. When your fullback is your leading, when Hunter
No, that's not even a fucking check down what he's been doing this fast. He's just been throwing this shit behind the whole line of scrimmage like
you want to throw to his tackles at this point.
Make something out of it.
You gonna shuffle past to a lineman.
My whole thing is this. Like, again, we've already seen this show. We know what we are when Derek Carr is our best player.
Exactly.
So let's see what
He's the best player now.
Let's see what it Let's see what it looks like with Marcus Mariota. What do we got to lose?
Oh, bro, they
track
ain't gonna
position.
Do it. Bro, did you not see Mariota's
7-10, bro,
face on the fucking sideline, bro? He had his fucking helmet like ready to go. Like, dude, at least let me come in because you're getting your ass beat. You're not doing anything relevant. You haven't done anything relevant since week 1.
At some point,
it's fucking terrible.
If you ain't got a puncher's chance, throw in the toe.
No, throw a fucking low blow. Bite an ear. Call his mother a whore. I don't care. Like, fight dirty. Fucking take it there. Get my
like, bro. Like, I'm sorry. That whole logo shit. First off,
stupid.
You call yourself the fucking captain of this fucking team, the leader of this team, and you allow these motherfuckers to go out on somebody's logo knowing that you haven't been able to beat anybody's ass in the past couple of weeks? The fuck are you thinking?
Facts.
And this is what, and you know, and look, I know white people get upset about this shit, but you know what? Y'all get upset about a lot of things. Maybe that's why you can't handle seasoning. But look, look, you motherfuckers, you look at fucking Derek Carr, you're like, so you just basically went in and went to the logo and shit. So okay, you with the team on anything. And again, my tweet that I put out, where the fuck were you that Sunday night when everybody took a fucking knee?
Facts. And somebody still tried to explain that shit away in the comment section.
Bro, it's the motherfuckers who are like, why? I'm like, motherfucker, I had my grandfather served in World War II, and my fucking father served in the Marine Corps, and they beat all your asses. Only reason why I didn't serve, Pops was like, I don't want you going out into this shit because I don't know how this shit's gonna turn out. But you had a Green Beret tell the proper way.
We're losing you, Phil. I think it's the GOAT man.
I am.
Goat man stole some of your Wi-Fi.
He's on your antenna.
I was
Now you are.
in the movies.
Now you're in.
You're good now.
I was. It's these back brothers. I told you, man. Goat man. That motherfucker be like, "Ooh, I'm about to get your black ass, boy."
That might be the title of this episode. He probably hates Derek Carr too.
Cause he be like, "Boy, you know that motherfucker ain't no goat."
Oh shit!
It just gets down to a point where it's like, when is enough?
All I'm gonna say is this: if the Dolphins make the playoffs before us again, how have the Dolphins tore the roster down like 3 times and made the playoffs like 3 times?
Devontae Parker is still there.
I can't even believe that.
They cut Jakeem Grant and he scored a touchdown for the Chicago. The Chicago Bears have more offensive prowess than the Raiders do. They let their nuts hang. They said, fuck it. We don't have any real plan offensively, but we got fast guys and a QB who just shit. We just got to let him play. Like I trust Fields, Justin Fields right now more than I do Derek Carr to make a play.
Damn.
Tell me he would. Tell me if you put him on this offense, he wouldn't do some magical shit.
I'm about to say the most fucked up shit.
I mean, worse than Jerry Jeudy and the Jerry Jeudy Henry Ruggs comparison. That was a fucked up tweet.
I trust Andy Dalton before I trust this motherfucker again.
Damn. That was cold.
I mean, I trust Kyle Orton when he was a Pro Bowler with Josh McDaniels more than I trust Derek Carr. At least I know somebody's getting 20 catches. Somebody's getting 15 fucking catches. Eddie Royal gonna have 16 catches for like 149 yards. Like it's just wild as shit, bro. Like, and I think Waller could have came back by now. He not, yeah. I noticed it. What's the point?
Waller's just like
he's on that clutch load management.
He's like, fuck this shit. Why risk getting myself fucked up again? And
they're gonna make that man drink again.
The numbers.
Can he say that?
It's
legal.
Oh,
he's praying to God, and in Oakland and Las Vegas is clearly not working because the city of sin. So it's either get me the fuck out of here. I'm a relapse and punch Derek Carr in his face. But like he's not long for that team, and he's a homegrown talent, and now he's gonna be gone somewhere else.
Man, he's just got to go. Waller, arguably your best player on offense. Your best
in general
player on offense. You know, it's funny how people like Derek Carr made him. Derek Carr ain't made shit. Darren Waller decided to get his act together and fucking play.
Yep.
And came out of nowhere.
Shit is. And the other thing is this. It wasn't Derek Carr that saw that motherfucker. It was motherfucking
John Harbaugh?
The one that no, it was John Gruden. I mean, because Harbaugh was like, bruh, we just gonna keep your ass on this practice squad. But I mean, because as I recall, when they activated him, didn't we see a tight end around from Darren Waller? So did Derek Carr help him make him do like? Did he make him out of that shit? Come on, that's what really gets me when I hear motherfuckers say, "Well, Derek made him do this. He made him who he is. He didn't do shit."
And that's what they thought about Amari Cooper too.
Hey, look, that was the day I had Dallas fans like, "Well, here, brother, I'm here to help you out and support because these motherfuckers are stupid." I was like, bro, I used to get in it with fucking Cowboys fans. That was the one time we put all differences aside to just go on and like destroy fucking car stands.
And that's what's crazy too.
With these stands, bro. I've had Kansas City fans fucking join me to slay fucking car stands. I had Kansas City fans say that Derek Carr needs to go. We don't like playing you guys anymore because the fucking ass whooping is just fucking a tragedy.
Well, it's like Tim Brown said. At some point, somebody got to step up and say, we're not going to lose. And as much as Derek Carr in his head thinks he's that guy, he had never been that guy. It's like...
Nah, forget what Tim Brown said. It's what Rich Gannon said.
Facts.
Yeah. It's true.
Rich Gannon said, you know, even though we dealt through that shit, we had those times,
we still have ballers.
Arguably was the best player on the field. Key word, best player.
And honestly,
oh man,
it's like I look at that video of Dak, and it's like, what, 3 years ago, you know, you would have made that comparison, Dak or Derek Carr, and now it's like, it's not even close. Dak is way better, not just as a player or statistics, but as a leader. He doesn't let them lose. That's why he wins.
No, he knows how to just. He's gonna do everything in his power to help his team win. Yep. Look, we can even look at fucking Jalen Hurts. As much as we don't see Jalen Hurts, he may come off as like, you know, kind of locked in on some of his targets. But if I can't get my target, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fucking run.
I'm out you.
And you know what's funny?
He will run.
And not fumble.
Some dude
at the one.
Some asshole said it in the spaces. He's like, Derek Carr has no room to run. He's running for his life. And it's like, how the fuck? He runs a 4.69. He's not running for his life. He runs like a motherfucker who is like sliding across a linoleum floor with fucking slick socks on. Like, it's an accident if he gets forward progression when he runs. He's so scared. Like, it's weird. It's like, how do you, like, if I showed a quarterback how not to run downfield, I would just put on Derek Carr tape. I'd be like, here, do what Kenny Pickett did in the fucking ACC championship.
Do what Eric Bledsoe did.
Honestly, Kenny Pickett is Derek Carr with balls.
Do what Drew Bledsoe did.
Kenny Pickett said, fuck this. Pitt's defense is terrible.
Drew Bledsoe ain't going to fumble.
Doug Flutie has more heart.
If Kenny Pickett put any more weight on that fucking fake slide, he would have broke that fucking leg.
Yeah, that knee would have been done. That knee would have been done.
Hey, bro, if I'm anybody, I want X-rays on that fucking leg, bro.
He did. I was like, he must be double jointed.
That shit had me tripping. I was like, oh, damn, did he break it? No, he didn't break it. I was like, fuck.
He like Hines Ward. He got no ACL. Watching run a 4.5 or some shit, though. Like, that's the thing. Like, I feel like somebody has to replace. They have to replace Derek Carr. They have to consider taking a QB, especially if you get like a Leftwich or a Bieniemy. You can't. Derek Carr's 8 years in, and if you want to attract free agents, you got to be like, I'm getting Derek Carr the fuck out of here, and Mariota will be the bridge guy. And we'll see if we can get a trade Russell Wilson. Because like I said, I think you can get Russell Wilson and Bobby Wagner for Derek Carr and Josh Jacobs and a first or a second straight up.
Bro.
Yeah.
If I got to give him a first, I'll give Bobby Wagner. He'll fix your fucking defense. That's the first thing. He'll fix your run defense.
Now the question is,
both those guys are always hurt.
Still keep KJ Wright.
I mean, they already got like 17 linebackers. Let's be honest. Like KJ Wright is a stopgap.
Denzel
Perryman, who just eats tackles downfield. Not
Denzel Good. That runs his mouth on Twitter.
Yep.
Thought he was big and bad, and then he just had a choke on a big ass L.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I'm still blown. This motherfucker called Cheech a man. He called her a fucking man.
I
was like, I said, you know what? We gonna lose just because of that fuckery right there.
And it's like, bro, you got a torn ACL. You're not even playing. Shut the fuck up.
First off, his dumbass should have never went back on that field. Look, I'm at the fucking game. I'm like, okay, yeah, he needs to just stay off the fucking field. You know what? If he had stayed off that field, he probably would have been still playing this year. When he went down the first time, he should have just left out of the fucking game completely. But his ass went back in and then just snapped. Stupid man.
I look at Denzel Perryman and I'm like, okay, it's cool. You get a lot of tackles, but realistically, he's the same linebacker they've had since Orlando McClain. And at least Orlando McClain was.
He a little better than Orlando.
Yeah, he's as far as production, but I mean, you don't want him in coverage. And yeah, he cleans up the run, but like, at least if you can get Wagner, like, fuck it, you might as well get an older dude who
even though Seattle's defense hasn't been good in like 6 years.
Bro, everybody else
even though he's hurt every other week.
He made the Pro Bowl last year. What are you talking about? He's a Pro Bowl player. He still plays at a high level.
I'm good.
Okay, so you're telling me
I want a complete reset.
So I'd
rather get Pete Carroll than Russell Wilson and Bobby Wagner.
Pete Carroll? He's 70.
I'd rather have Pete Carroll than Bobby Wagner or both of them.
Man.
And he still want Pete Carroll because he got the same name as you.
Initials, yes.
He just wants to relive that USC glory. It's like, bro, we're over it.
And Pete Carroll still has more energy than John Gruden did, especially coming out of halftime.
Energy do in the middle of what does that energy do while you getting your ass beat?
Because look, his team is 4-8. His team is 4-8, and he still ain't lost the locker room.
Let's be honest.
That's the kind of coach that Pete Carroll is.
DK Metcalf is being purposely sabotaged, or that offensive coordinator is stupid as fuck. Which one is
coordinator stupid as fuck?
And that's been Seattle for how long? Since the Super Bowl, since Marshawn didn't get the ball. So if attitude reflects leadership, Captain, how is that not Pete Carroll's fault?
Right.
DK is a fucking premium receiver in this league, and the Raiders passed on him, and Justin Jefferson. But that's all.
I mean, it's not that it's not his fault. It's that he also plays in the toughest division.
That sounds like bullshit to me.
Okay, it's not the toughest division. It's not the toughest division.
AJ Green went off against the Rams. You want to say that again? You want to run that back
again? So maybe the issue isn't his coaching.
It ain't the DBs he going against.
It ain't. Maybe it's not his coaching. Maybe it's the personnel decisions.
Okay.
Maybe he doesn't need the personnel keys.
Seattle is a shit storm that is too stupid to realize they're going to implode. So they're going to have to get rid of Russell Wilson. So I would rather just take Derek Carr and we'll take Russ. You need a choir boy.
Listen, if Derek Carr was pressured 40% of the last game, what difference is Russell Wilson going to make?
Do you not know the talent gap?
And especially with our receivers.
Russell Wilson knows how to act.
Tell this man.
Carr, he folds.
I'm not saying that Derek Carr is better. All I'm saying is I would rather get what I can get with Derek Carr
which is what?
Third round pick, fourth round pick. I don't know. Second round pick, maybe on a good day. I don't know. Matt Stafford went for 2 once.
Phil, you see what I'm dealing with here? I just said, give me a Hall of Fame linebacker and Russell Wilson out the contract. You take Josh Jacobs' bum ass, Derek Carr, and I'll give you a first or a second.
First of all, football trades don't even happen like that.
Have you not seen the LA Rams?
They don't
I told
trade
you exactly
like that.
how they were going to get Jalen Ramsey.
But they don't trade. They don't trade like that.
No, people don't trade with the Raiders like that.
They made different.
People
trades.
don't trade with the Raiders like that. Why is that, Phil? Have we not talked about this before? Why people don't trade with the Raiders? Why the GM is always a fucking idiot, no matter who's the GM?
Well, I put it like this. You know why we haven't been able to get certain trades? Because John Gruden thinks he's going to still get the same fucking trade that he got with Mac and motherfucking Amari Cooper.
Which he fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, let me get the 2 first-round picks, man. Let me tell you that. Let me get that. Motherfuckers like, bitch, please.
And those are still the best 2 players to wear silver and black probably in my lifetime since Tim Brown.
Definitely. Since
I thought there was hope.
Charles Woodson.
I was wrong.
So I'm saying, like,
you know, but we live and we learn. That's why I don't get mad at Mark Davis, because Mark Davis was like, hey, I got a guy that's going to focus on the football aspect of things, and I'm going to focus on this stadium.
Fair.
You know, you can't. That's why I can't really get mad at Mark. That's my whole thing. It's like,
because he did what
the man has brought us a new stadium.
He ended a 30-year conquest.
By the way, West Oakland looks like fucking Iraq out there. I was out there for like the week after Thanksgiving. West Oakland and the stadium. Once you get past the stadium, going to West Oakland, it just looks like fucking New Jack City. So fuck you, Libby Schaff.
That's who you should be blaming.
Yep. Now they're saying that A's are going to go to Vegas.
Hurts my fucking heart, bro.
Everybody wants to try to blame Mark Davis and shit.
You took a better offer.
Is the one you should be blaming.
Yep. Or
they could have easily turned that stadium into a dome.
Jerry Jones in the NFL.
I mean, that's just smart money. That's just
smart
business
I wouldn't say Jerry Jones because
like you have to blame Kroenke first. Because the move to LA,
want to blame.
The move to LA is what caused the move to Vegas.
Yes.
It was an arms race.
They had everything set up where they were going to rebuild shit and have the Rams still stay in St. Louis.
Yep.
And now he has to pay them almost $1 billion. Now he has to pay $800 million after all that.
That's why I try to say, like, you know, everybody wants to come at Mark Davis and shit. I'm like, I ease up on that shit. Now, there's some things that really do irritate me with Mark Davis, but, you know,
his haircut.
When it came down to the stadium and shit, you know,
he did it.
Expecting John Gruden to be your guy that can handle most of the football shit, because let's be real. If you look at John Gruden's resume, having that fire coaches camp, being around all those different playbooks, being around all different facilities in the NFL and shit, I mean, damn. You're like, okay, I'm gonna get the best of both worlds.
Okay, so can we dead that whole argument?
Tampa's bullshit.
With John Gruden and Urban Meyer, can we just say, and he didn't Mike McCarthy someone like,
might happen, bro.
Your sabbatical is not a benefit.
Well, we can all say this: John Gruden actually had the better record than Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer, that man.
Urban Meyer needed his ass beat by one of his former players. That's poetic justice.
Hey, did they say Michael Thomas was trying to defend him and shit?
Yeah, they did. That was wild.
Somebody hit him with the meme, the one I sent you with Morgan Freeman. You smoke crack, right? You smoke crack, don't you? By the way, we gonna call Michael Thomas a bust and overrated and overhyped?
I don't know about that.
Are we ready to do that? Because if he ends up on the Raiders with a Javon Walker type contract, I'm gonna be.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna be
Don't
calling
speak that
y'all
into
now.
existence.
It's too fucking late. Rest in peace, Javon Walker.
That's really gonna happen in real life.
I told you.
Oh, Javon Walker's still alive.
I thought he died. Oh shit! Never mind. I take that back. I'm sorry.
Damn, man, you done killed the motherfucker.
No, like I saw some shit about him and it said death, and I was like, "Fuck again!" Like, man, that man's been through enough.
Like, bro, you know that damn. And see, when they got Javon Walker,
Florida State,
they got him like right after when
the
dude fucking died right on his arms.
Didn't he
Like
tear his ACL too?
And, like, I think dude got shot in the head and some shit like that.
Durant Williams. He got killed and died in his arms, and then he changed his number to 17 and tore his ACL, like broke his fibula or some shit. It was bad.
Like, bro, like if I recall, bro, like dude's like blood and brains got like all on his fucking shirt, all over his face and shit. And it was just like this motherfucker is not right in the head. Then got robbed and shit afterwards. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's why I be like, look, when people were like, oh, that guy was trash, and that I said I leave that motherfucker alone. I don't even say his name anymore.
That's a special case.
But it's like he had like the worst luck after all that shit. It's like some guys that you can kind of like trash and clown and shit.
Yeah.
But then it's some guys who just like, damn, I really do feel sorry for what fucking happened to this dude.
Him and Marshawn, South Carolina running back. Those are two people I just go.
Lattimore?
Yeah. Lattimore, yeah.
Bruh.
I just go, fuck. They didn't even get a chance.
Fucking beast.
They didn't even get a chance.
That's probably saying, man. It'd be like some motherfuckers. I just be like, damn.
All right, but last question for me, and brace yourself because this is another thing that might come into existence. I remember you talking about Carolina Panthers being, huh?
If you say Dabo, I'm about to beat you silly.
Please not
Dabo and everyone is I'm sick of Dabo.
Please not Dabo.
I'm tired of hearing about that shit. Everybody be Washington Dabo like
he's
Dabo's
worse than Steve Spurrier. He would be worse. He would say some plantation shit and get punched in the mouth. Smooth.
Right?
Probably by one of his former players. But anyway, because fuck Dabo. I'll get to that in the college football segment later. But so you're talking about Derek Carr possibly ended up on the Panthers. Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if we're gonna trade with the Panthers, they're gonna have to give us something back. Now, just imagine this. You close your eyes. Months later, opening day. Derek Carr is starting quarterback for the Carolina Panthers, has Robbie Anderson and Moore out of Maryland, who's nice.
Yep.
But the Raiders start their opening day. It doesn't even matter who their quarterback is. Let's say Mariota. But Christian McCaffrey at wide receiver or running back.
I'm good.
It can happen, bro.
I'm good.
Somebody has to eat that bullshit contract.
I'm good.
And he's clearly a receiver at this point. Like, imagine Hunter Renfrow and Christian McCaffrey on the same team.
I'm good.
For the Raiders.
I'm good.
And Doug Peterson is the head coach.
I'm good.
Give me
that's the all white lineup.
Oh God.
You can get CMC Twitter on you.
Look, give me
Stanford graduates cussing you out, fucking Pythagorean theorem memes.
Oh my God.
We're gonna and then I'm gonna have to fucking unleash my hatred for Palo Alto because they act like they're not a part of the Bay Area, even though they're fucking closer than San Jose is. So just when you brought up the Panthers, I just wanted you to realize the multiverse of madness that you've allowed, because now Christian McCaffrey could end up on the Raiders in the salary dump.
I'm good.
And he might be the starting receiver, not the starting running back. And Josh Jacob obviously goes with Carr.
I don't want any hurt players.
Oh, you get Shaq Thomas too. Imagine that.
Give me Shaq Thomas.
Yeah, give me Shaq Thomas.
He's not even good.
He's not bad.
You're just saying it because he's from Sacramento.
He better than all.
Oh no! Fuck that! No. Give me the.
You got Corey Littleton. They're the same player.
What's the D tackle from Auburn?
Derek Brown. You're not getting him though. I get it. He has a white girlfriend, and they checked him on draft day. And him and Derek Carr be great teammates, but it's not happening, bro. You're not getting Derek Brown.
Nah, Derek Carr will probably be having something like, you got to give up the white girl. That's not good for your kind. I promise you.
Like that Bakersfield racism is subtle as fuck.
Hey, bro, like you know what really got me with that shit? When Derek had said at the fucking presser about like John Gruden said, like, you know,
I hate the sin. I love the man.
I've had family members that said worse. I said, nigga, ho, say what?
The fact?
I was like, look. So what was it? Darren, David, they didn't say, nigga, please, come on. They didn't say jigaboo. What else? I know they didn't say something.
Porch monkey?
Oh shit. Cause you know what be really getting me, bro? I really be thinking of, cause like I don't think it's Darren. I really think it's David.
Thank you. That he has too much. His hair is too slick.
Just like too much of.
He got a Sicilian look going, and you know Sicilians are mad racist because they know black dudes tore down all their ancestors. Their great grandmother got fucked by a black dude whose name was probably Lando or some shit. Who was a Moor.
Oh shit! You disrespect the sins of the father.
But honestly, I'm really worried that Christian McCaffrey ends up a Raider.
You know what? I actually do think, yeah, it's David, bro. You know why, bro? Because Darren, you know, he's never really said shit.
Thank you.
But it's really fucking David. Because what's wild, everybody told me to stand clear from fucking David and shit during the Super Bowl. I was like, all right, give a fuck about him. Fucking motherfucker still uses axe and still like drops water on the back of his hair and shit like he was back in high school. Shit.
Wow.
What the fuck? Look, I really do think it is him with that ish, because I go back and look how he tried to clown Jameis Winston. Now you didn't see anybody else doing this shit but him. How you gonna clown the guy? And he's like, or you could be giving him suggestions on trying to make yourself better and all that, but instead you want to fucking belittle this guy.
All I know is this: the Raiders are terrible. Things are really bad, and if, like Pete said, if the Dolphins make the playoffs, just know they just signed Damon Arnett, and practice squad call-ups are unlimited now. So there's a world, there's a multiverse where the Dolphins make the playoffs, and you know who's the nickel corner or special teams corner making tackles? Damon Arnett.
And you know who's a personnel guy in that office?
Go ahead and say it.
Reggie McKenzie. Damn. Everything just came full circle.
Life comes at you real fucking fast.
That's like getting hit with like the fucking Evil Morty's theme song.
Yes.
And imagine Lynn Bowden scores a game-winning touchdown.
I think he might be on IR, but even then, still.
Yeah, he's on IR, but he's gonna be fucked up. Damon Arnett comes in, gets a pick six.
I'm quitting the NFL, man. If that happens, I'm quitting the NFL.
I don't even care anymore.
I'm not watching that shit no more, man.
And it's worse. Kenyon Drake played on the Dolphins.
If that happens, bro, I'm putting the fucking Damon Arnett meme up with this motherfucker looking like Rambo.
This is very real things that could happen in the next 3 to 5 weeks, and I'm mad that the Raiders are probably going to go 6-11 instead of 7-10.
Raiders are gonna draft Spencer James with their number 1 pick.
Fuck.
Oh my god!
They're going to draft Bobby Boucher in the second round. No, they're going to take. You know what they're going to do? They're going to draft Willie Beeman with their first pick in the first round.
Oh god! Well, he's a high character player. I can tell you that now.
Yeah, a little bit short.
Oh my God, we totally even missed that. Remember that 2 years ago? Oh well, we're getting high caliber players from winning programs, and now half of them aren't even on our fucking team.
Urban Meyer coached Damon Arnett. Urban Meyer coached up all those DBs that flopped out. Garyon Conley. Fucking the safety who got cut 3 times and came back out of West Virginia.
Fucking
Carl Joseph. It's not fair being a Raiders fan. History will look back favorably on us, but this is just dark.
Hold on, fucking Chimney Chekwa.
Oh yeah, 35. Raiders corner. Any Raider who wears 35.
DeMarcus Van Dyke.
That
was like the waste of talent, bro.
Waste of 4.2 speed,
bro. On Madden, this motherfucker was like literally a 100 speed.
He was there all the time, but never got picks.
Getting ran over.
98 speed, agility, all that shit.
Tackle was a 3.
Bro, I used to put Chris Johnson and Stanford out at strong safety because I knew they were never going to get picks.
Like your high school coach didn't just put you at receiver? Like you can't catch and you can't tackle?
How the fuck did this happen?
How did this happen?
You just stay in front of everybody, but it's either a completion or
you couldn't play point guard? Like
we can't put you at running back?
Can't dunk?
You can't return kicks? But Phil, thank you for coming on this long with us, man. We appreciate you.
Yeah, especially because it's late.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I told you I just got back from the theater.
So,
was it good?
Well, you need therapy.
I say this. I do not spoil shit, especially this kind of movie. You're gonna have so many different emotions.
So then it was good.
Like magnificent, bro.
All right, that's what I like to hear.
You're gonna cry. You're gonna cry a little bit, aren't you?
Bruh.
Better than Enter the Spider-Verse?
Fuck, I'm gonna cry during this movie.
I'm
gonna cry during this movie.
Slightly better than Into the Spider-Verse.
All right, I'm excited.
The sequel's coming out.
Yeah, bring some tissues.
Oh fuck.
Here we go.
And by the way, Pete hasn't even seen like all the Iron Man movies. He's never seen the first Iron Man. Talking shit about the Marvel universe, but never.
Sorry,
he hated Thor Ragnarok, bro.
I've lived white privilege. I'm good.
White girls taught you how to eat cheese.
Ragnarok, bro.
Again, divine right.
He said divine right. Manifest
I've
destiny.
lived this. I've lived this. I'm good. I'm good.
He said divine right.
Give me a superhero who's actually gone through some shit.
Oh, like Batman? Oh, no,
no.
He has a theory that Batman is like not only gay but like a serial masochist.
Okay, Phil, let me ask you this. Phil, let me ask you this.
Thankfully, it's DC, but still.
You got trillions of dollars in the bank.
Oh shit!
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna wear a gimp suit running around the streets?
A gimp suit? Oh.
Fighting other men? And have a men's sidekick?
Getting whooped by a woman who has a cat fetish and likes to stab and whip you and steal from you?
I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. Right? Trillions of dollars, you can do anything, but that's what you do. Like,
oh my god.
Oh my god.
I always ruined Batman for everyone, bro.
You really did.
I ruined Batman for everyone.
Batman. Especially the animated movies, you ruined all of them. But Phil, shout out your socials, man, and tell them where in the White House they can find you if they want that smoke.
Well, as always, hey, ladies and gents, you guys can find me on Twitter at Phil Jones NFL. Same with Instagram, Phil Jones NFL. And for my articles, go on and check out News Stitched Media. Got some up-to-date ones, the man who sniffed people on the back of the neck, Mr. President Joe Biden. He visited Kentucky today, not today, excuse me, Wednesday. And, hey, I want to make sure everybody can get this whole town rebuild up, this county rebuild back up. And I got to give it to him, man. He got right on that shit. He didn't wait around. So, but check out my articles there on newsstitchmedia.com. And as always, car stands.
Fuck off. Tie your shoes.
Y'all have Stockholm syndrome. Go get help.
They have Batman syndrome, Batman sidekick syndrome. Jason,
they got
Lazarus Pit syndrome.
They
definitely have been met by the GOAT, man.
Yeah.
I just want to say one last thing. I promise is the last thing. The Raiders are going to play the Colts, right? So not only did they whiff on did the Colts draft a bunch of players the Raiders should have taken, but Michael Pittman has almost 1,000 yards in only his second year, and Jonathan Taylor is one of the best running backs in the league, and the Raiders passed on both of them. Just want to point that out.
Yeah. That's a good point out right there.
Oh boy, I'm gonna start drinking again at the end of the season. Like, I swore off drinking just because the Raiders are terrible, but the commentary is just it's nonstop, man. But thanks again, Phil. We appreciate you. Stay safe out there. Damn, did he hang up? Did the Go Man get him?
No, I'm here.
Oh shit!
I'm still here.
I was scared. I was like, "There's dead silence." But yeah, bro, thank you again.
I was plugging in my phone. It was about to die. I had to plug it in. Sorry about that.
Cool. We appreciate you. Stay safe, and I can't wait for the next Raider Spaces. Man,
man, I have it booming.
5'9"
one car stand making I'm hella explaining that he's elite. He's elite, and he's not getting the time in the pocket. And shut the fuck up. We don't want to hear it.
I would blame their offensive line, but they're actually a top 10 pass blocking unit. So go figure. But all right. Peace out, brother. Stay safe.
Peace, man. Yeah. Keep up the great work.
Y'all take care.
Peace. Whew, man. Hold on. Before we get to the comment section,
we have comments?
Like,
we have engagement?
Hella comments. Man, that went like 40 minutes. I knew it was going to go long just because we haven't talked to Phil in a while, and so much has happened in those Raider spaces. They tried to ban him. They shut one down early. And it's like there's people who come in there and troll and talk shit all the time, but they don't get reported. But like, so much has happened in the past couple weeks that, like, there's one dude who, like, I'm afraid he might have a heart attack because he goes so hard on Derek Carr. Like, he doesn't slow down. He just explodes when he talks about him. But yeah, shouts Phil. And yes, he covers the White House. Like, we're not joking around. Like, he really does it. Shout out to Mochi. Shout out to Ben. Shout out to everybody from X Squad affiliates. We appreciate y'all. Kizzy, shout out to everybody. Out of respect, we won't talk about the Falcons, but we will say the Falcons are actually.
Hey, BS3. Hey, I tried Pete Terry's, man. Pete Terry's is legit. Better than Whataburger. I'll say that.
I feel like if you haven't been to Nations, then you really don't you've never eaten a burger. Oh, and also shout out to Himes. The apple. Hold on, let me make sure I get this restaurant right. It's the best apple pie I've ever had in my life.
If I had $1 for every time you said that.
No, but it was like a burger, apple pie, and oh my goodness, I want to not Apple Factory. Hold on. I will find. I'm finding this right now. I'm gonna find it. It's called the Apple Pan. Dog. Next time I'm in Santa Monica, the Apple Pan. They have a burger that is so good. It makes no goddamn sense. Like I just the Apple Pan got fire burgers, but also yeah, this is a anti Whataburger podcast.
All
We'll
right.
take the sponsorship though.
So should we move on? What are we moving to?
Yes, indeed. We're gonna get through this college football news real quick.
That was the wrong one, but okay. R.I.P. Vincent Jackson.
That got really dark. We're not gonna get dark yet.
Well, you hit the news, so I thought that was the news. Vincent Jackson.
I mean, well,
Deion
Sanders and Jackson State have some news they would like to have addressed. So Deion Sanders flipped a Florida State commit who was a Florida State commit for 2 years. Travis Hunter. He's considered the top player in his class. But Quinn Ewers reclassified, so technically he's not a part of that class. But this dude's the number one corner, number one athlete, considered the number one player in this recruiting class, 2022. Can play. He's pegged as like the next Charles Woodson. Like he's that great. He could have went to Alabama.
All right, well, we got to run through the segment, sir.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. So he chose Jackson State, and you got to see the video how he just threw off all the hats. Like, I mean, I personally think that's kind of corny, but he threw off the hats, just like, not going there. I want to go to Florida State, but not going there. Mike Norvell, your days are numbered at Florida State. They just gave him a 1-year extension, and he lost the best recruit in the country to Jackson State, HBCU, and everybody's saying, "Oh, his NIL deal with Barstool was the reason why." And it's like, he was gonna get big money for his NIL deal, $1 million plus anywhere he went. That's just how that goes when you're the top player in your class. So he's going to Jackson State, probably going to be a day one starter. He's the highest rated recruit to ever go to an HBCU or FCS school, period. And people started coming out with conflicting stories, calling him the second overall prospect, when indeed he actually is the number one overall prospect. People are hating bitch ass Doug Gottlieb. I hate Doug Gottlieb more than I hate Raider stands. So he said a lot of foul racist shit, and everybody got on him on Twitter, and it's just ridiculous. Everybody's saying, "Oh, they don't have the resources for him to go there. It makes no sense." Like, you realize these are high school kids deciding what they're gonna do with the next 3 to 4 years of their lives, right? That has nothing to fucking do with you. That's none of your concern, and you're calling them stupid for doing it.
Well,
he wanted to make history.
My teammate and friend of the show, Josh Mitchell, Gut Check CEO, former Nebraska alumni. Well, not former Nebraska alumni. He put it up on a story, and I just sent it to you, but he was just basically saying, like, it's not that the coaches are upset that they're not going to their school. They're upset because
they went to a black school.
Not just that, but they're just upset that, like, they're not just blowing them away with the parties and the facilities and all this other stuff. Like, players actually can make the best choice for themselves without having to worry about that stuff, because they're going to get the money on the back end through their NILs. Like, I'm sure you're going to get to it, but even the comment from Dabo, it's like, where he said it's chaos. It's like, is it really though, or is it just brought it to the light? Yeah, now it's just in the public.
He's only saying it because Clemson was fucking trash this year, and DJ, I can't say his last name.
That I called
all those 5 stars that left, and all those.
I'm just saying, you said Clemson was going to be trash, and I called it.
I'll give you that. That's the only, you don't watch college football, so you don't get that much credit. But I'll give you that. I could have told you Clemson was going to be trash.
You didn't though. You were like, oh,
I didn't think the ACC was going to be this good. I didn't expect Wake Forest and Pitt to do what they did. So I'll give you that. But like, talent for talent, Clemson's still going to a pretty good bowl game. And they still got a pretty good class. But the fact that they just totally shit the bed this year, that was kind of shocking. But now Dabo's like, oh, our same old shtick that us big schools use to get these recruits. We stocked. I tweeted it out. Why would you be a 3 and 4 star and bitch about not playing at a big school when you can go to a smaller school and get fucking taped for 4 years? You can go to San Jose State as a 5 star and get taped for 4 years or 3 years. Or you can go to FBS level. You can go to a fucking, if you really want to get taped that bad, or if you really want to dominate that bad, go to Sacramento State. They just won a Big Sky Conference. Be a 4-star at Sacramento State and ball out there. If you only want to focus on football, because there ain't shit else to do in Sacramento, you can go to there's a ton of schools in California, colleges you can go to. You can go to San Diego State. They just got 4 3-star recruits. Even though,
I mean, at the end of the day, if it was about education, Ivy League would be the best, right?
Thank you. And
That's
some
not.
and some HBCUs that are like top medical engineering and shit, like you would go there. But clearly it's about 5-star. They're taking 5-star recruits off the table. They didn't think Deion could do it this fast. That's the real issue. And I hope the issue with his foot is okay. I hope he didn't lose no toes or nothing, because it's kind of scary, like talking about how he had complications with his foot. That worries me. And especially since I remember seeing when he did the video with Rich Eisen and he showed what his foot looked like that's an elite Hall of Fame corner, and that's what his feet look like. Imagine what everybody else's feet looks like. But anyway.
I just think, like, Deion's always been around the game.
And they always
Like,
wanted to block great
all-
players from being coaches.
He's always been around the game. He's always been around it. He's always given back to it. You know, his sons have played it.
His son won the Jerry Rice Award for the best freshman in college football.
So, like, it
He
doesn't
earned it
really
on the
surprise
field.
me that he's a great coach. You know, as I've alluded to in the past, he once said I had a great 40 starter. So,
Okay. I believe you were fast back in the day.
damn, man, if only he was coaching, then I could have got a.
You would have got a
I
scholarship.
would've
You
got
would
a
have went to
workout.
You would have went to Sac State for sure.
I would have got a workout.
You would have went to.
Imagine me playing at a HBCU. Holy shit, that's a documentary in the making.
You would have probably got packed out. You would have packed out the first week. You would have got packed out. You would have became a
That
Q.
would have been hilarious.
You became a Q. It would have been nasty
That
times.
would have been hilarious.
Like, forget white dudes at HBCUs. A lot of Latinos.
Put a
actually,
cloud chasing Latino in there and see what happens.
It's a lot of Latinos.
Throw a
at
camera on him.
HBCUs.
We'll see what
I
happens.
feel like if you're a white QB starting at HBCU, your HBCU should lose all accreditation. You cannot have a white QB starting at HBCU. Get the fuck out of my face. Don't talk to me. You care about
Is there a metaverse where I come in here with like some nice waves and a Chishiki?
that you have the Drake hairline? Yeah. I think that's what you're really saving all your NFT for.
Would we be friends?
You would look like Bart Simpson, but like black. Like adult cool Bart Simpson on the on the Travis Scott episode.
Fuck.
But like, yeah, so Keaton Slovis, USC quarterback, guess what he did? Transfer portal. They said he was going to be a first or second rounder this year. I told you USC quarterbacks aren't pro ready. And he damn sure wasn't going to be a first round pick. Jackson Dart's there. They got
Where's he
Miller
gonna go?
Moss. Honestly,
Ole Miss got a quarterback.
if I was him, I would go to Ole Miss. That's the perfect system for him, honestly. Same height as Matt Corral. They throw the ball. He can run a little bit. Ole Miss would be perfect. A lot of Michael Penix, the Indiana transfer, committed to Washington. Jalen Hasselwood, he was the number 1 receiver in the country 2 years ago from Oklahoma. He transferred to Arkansas. And they got an LSU defensive lineman. Texas managed to get
Again, something else I called.
who?
I said Arkansas was not that bad. You laughed me off the show.
You didn't know who Sam Pittman was.
I'm just saying, you laughed me off the show.
Okay. I mean, a blind dog.
That's
A
what I'm
blind dog
saying.
finds the
That's
toilet.
what I'm saying
You're
with your
occasionally-
trades.
you're
With your
occasionally-
trades. I throw out random shit about college football.
No,
it happens.
you cannot
You
compare
throw out
the two.
random shit with
I have
trades.
facts
It
and
happens.
behavioral I have a whole fact pattern that I follow I have a history of behavior that shows, oh, these motherfuckers about to do something stupid.
Woo.
I have proof that motherfuckers about to do something stupid, and then they do it, and then I tell you, I told you it was gonna happen. I told you, Urban Meyer, he has a fact pattern of being a piece of shit. And what did he do?
All right, man. Well, let's hurry up because my dad's waiting on a $150 Uber.
All right, goddamn. All right. Also, Dylan Gabriel transferred to UCLA, like record-setting UCF QB. So he's gonna put up numbers for Chip Kelly. That should be nice. A left-handed Hawaiian kid. He's nice. And Elias Ricks, the LSU standout, former 5-star corner, former LSU standout, transferred to Alabama. So the rich get richer. Don't cry for Alabama just yet because they missed out on a 5-star. They got fucking Elias Ricks, who's going to be a first-round corner next year. So there's more college football news, but, I mean, really, a couple transfers. The transfer portal was way too huge and packed with QBs. So, yeah. On to other things. Shit, I can't see.
I mean, we already talked about most of it. Darrell Bevel as the interim head coach with the Jaguars. Touchdown or turnover?
Jaguars are 2-11. They're not even better than the Detroit Lions, if I'm being honest. But they'll find a way to win 2 more games.
All right. Teddy Bridgewater denies wanting $25 million. There were reports that said that's what he was seeking in free agency. He said he never said that.
Definitely is bullshit.
Touchdown or turnover?
It's definitely bullshit. I got one.
Go.
Actually, 2. The Dolphins signed Damon Arnett. Is that a turnover or a touchdown?
What's a touchdown? Why not?
Imagine he balls out for them. That's scary. With everybody having COVID and shit. All right, lastly, Michelle Tafoya getting bumped off NBC coverage because she wanted to view and talk shit about Kaepernick and vaccinations. Just when I knew something was off about that white woman. This is why I don't trust 98% of white people, by the way. Because they come out and then they say some shit like that, and it's like, oh, I knew you were a racist. Actually, I'll say 90%. That's not fair. A hard line of 90%. They either come out on some racist bullshit or some new vaccinations, government takeover, hostile bullshit. And that NBC crew is very sketch from top to bottom. Fuck Al Michaels, fuck him. Collinsworth sometimes a sketch. That just Tony Dungy said some sketch shit, but we just let it go because he's black. But nah, he said some suspect sketch shit.
He got his Super Bowl taken away
by John Gruden.
Yeah,
but not. But anyway, that's a whole nother issue. But yeah, DeAndre Hopkins going on IR. He'll probably be gone 6 weeks with a torn MCL for the Arizona Cardinals. Touchdown and turnover. Now keep in mind they won without him. They won like 3 games.
That's why we need a producer.
They won 3 games without him, bro.
That's why we do a producer.
They're winning games without him. What do you mean? Like they're winning. They have
a good team.
They're winning without him.
So what's the question?
Was it?
It's definitely a turnover. You still want to have him even in your lineup. Why would you not?
Okay, but
he's one of the
James Conner has 15.
As you've said many times, he's one of the best receivers of this decade, if not the best.
But when James Conner has 15 rushing touchdowns this year, James Conner. By the way, I was wrong about James Conner. There, you can give me for that. James Conner has 15 rushing touchdowns. They have Zach Ertz. They have AJ Green. They have Christian Kirk. Like, clearly, the more important player is Kyler Murray. So, I mean, I would really are the Arizona Cardinals being Super Bowl contenders without DeAndre Hopkins touchdown and turnover?
Better. It's a turnover. You still want to have him. He's your second best player, whatever. Still need him.
All right, well, shit. We'll go on to take your tangent and wrap this shit up. I can't see. How do they always move our sound? All right. So the late Vincent Jackson, who passed away at 38,
Died.
yes, died. He had stage 2 CTE.
Yeah, man. It's really sad. He was only 38. And I'm sure his brain looked like he was probably twice his age. Like, it's crazy that even the big receivers aren't safe. So it's like,
They're definitely not safe. They take all the hits.
do they though? I mean, they're 6'8".
Fam.
I mean, going across the middle, yeah, for
Ask
sure.
Shaq if he didn't take a ton of punishment.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm not saying that they're soft
Big
by any
dudes
means.
get all the punishment, but they're like, "Oh, you're big, you can take it." Actually, it hurts to wake up in the morning. Ask Jerome Bettis.
Fair.
When you remember, we saw the special about Jerome Bettis when they.
But
won
between
Super Bowl?
that and Demaryius Thomas, dying in the shower, seizure, only 33 years old. It's just even the best are not safe. Like it's crazy. It's wild. Like I don't know. It just makes me sad. Like that's it. Just makes me sad.
Okay, Phillip Adams.
Yeah, there's the other one too.
Yeah, former cornerback. He had severe CTE, severe brain damage. Sua Cravens actually applied for disability, and they said because he can drive himself to school and work, even though he went temporarily blind from a concussion. They said that he didn't qualify. So I mean,
he was on the radio. Give my man Kenny a radio job, then that's all I'm gonna say.
Sua Cravens?
Yeah.
He's on USC football radio.
That's what I'm saying. So he should give you that. He should give that trap to you.
I mean, that'd be too easy. I'd become like Phil, but like against you with USC.
You'd be the Black Petros.
But slightly better.
Yeah.
Without the Greek connections.
Basically. You'd have hood LA connections instead of Greek connections.
Nobody goes to San Pedro like that. We really don't. We never cross that bridge. If we don't have to go to San Pedro, why would we go to San Pedro? Shout out to people from San Pedro, though. We fuck with y'all. Y'all mostly stay in Long Beach, but y'all don't really need to come out there like that. But anyway, lastly, this one you're gonna like. Amazon removes Drake's 12-song set list from the Free Larry Hoover scam benefit concert. Take your tangent.
I think Drake should have played his top 12 hits. I don't know why he dug the smoke.
That was a versus. We all know that was a versus.
It should have been, and they should have just did it.
And Kanye smoked him. He said, "I'll just use my first 3 albums and smoke your whole catalog."
Yeah, but Drake didn't even. He played mostly CLB shit.
Yeah, and then Forever.
But what they were saying, what I was reading was they were just like, well, they should just do a tour.
Yeah.
He's like, they should just do a tour. They're already being cool. Just fuck it. Turn it into a real bag. Everyone's going to be trying to tour these next year or two because they haven't toured in 2 years. So might as well. There's a lot of crossover between your fans. Let's get the shit popping. I'm with it.
Drake's fans.
I'll go to that show.
Drake's fans are really Kanye.
Probably have better fucking luck getting the fucking Jesus Exodus fucking 1 Space Jams on fucking sneaker apps than getting tickets to that. But hey, who knows?
And Big Sean came out.
And speaking of which, we ain't ducking no fucking smoke on this network.
Hey, good news radio people.
Yeah. Just saying.
I was going to save this for the end of the show. I'm saving this for the end of the show.
Just saying. We've been asking for smoke for a minute.
We yelled out Candyman in the mirror and then broke the fucking mirror and then licked the blood off our fingers and nothing happened. Everybody got quiet. We wanted to smoke the showcase.
It's because nobody wants it with us or just a dope ass podcast because they know they're nasty and we're fat. So we ain't got nothing to lose.
Even being fat,
we ain't got nothing to lose.
Y'all hear me? Y'all know I'm not afraid to say what the fuck's on my mind.
We're gonna do that Final Four shit where they all took a fucking knee in the Royal Rumble.
We're gonna curtain call it.
Yeah,
we're gonna curtain
call it.
Oh shit, they're the most dangerous faction in podcast history. By the way, for those of y'all who didn't know, the Good News Sports.
Hey, watch that fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin biography.
Indeed, read the
That
book.
shit was wild.
Read his book and Mankind's book and The Rock's book.
That shit was wild,
I read that shit in
bro.
middle school. Blew me away. But to get to that, we'll just get straight to unnecessary toughness rants. I'm gonna just get mine and get out the way. Yeah, we've been wanted smoke. We've been wanted condensation in this bitch. I don't know what made y'all think we didn't. But for some reason, people want to duck us, or they think we're gonna like cuss you out on the show. Like, nah, man, we cool. We're like that kid that you think is either too hood or too goth or too strange. But you realize we're actually like the chillest motherfuckers here. And we know a lot. And by the way, courtside, we fuck with the get right. Courtside, I mean, Mike Hill out here fucking singing Can We Talk, Tevin Campbell. They already lost. That's a bad representation for Good News Sports. You can't be doing shit like that, bro. You can't be fucking singing Can We Talk. And you were really trying, Mike Hill. Don't fucking lie and say, oh, no, I was joking. Bro, I know you're happy the Chiefs just won. You're probably going to try to do a TikTok with Jackson Mahomes and get to the next level. But I just want you to understand and hear this, bro. Touchdowns and tangents was 38 episodes in when we got to the good news, bro. We're the oldest sports show. We're like,
I don't even know who the founder of Courtside is.
Y'all didn't even know each other. Y'all didn't even know each other when you met. It was Michael. Y'all just showed up and said, hey, we'll just figure this out. Y'all done had so many different members. Y'all like the fucking basketball version of Earth, Wind, and Fire. I don't know who the fuck's in the group anymore. Like, touchdowns and tangents. We've been here 5 years. I mean, we were our own thing 38 episodes in before we got to Good News. And it's been a wonderful, wonderful relationship. Fantastic. But in case y'all forgot who the Osiris of this shit was, rest in peace, old dirty bastard. We're like technically the foundation of the sports, the Good News Sports. Like we're literally like the fucking neurons, the brain stem, the spine. Like once you had a football show where you could move us to different nights of the week.
Even though we always show up either late or high.
No,
or
a lot of the time, no, we were on time for years. Now it's just like
to the meetings.
I mean, let's be honest. I don't show up for 8 a.m. meetings unless there's food or money involved. I'm sorry. I be tired. I work nights. I'm not waking up at 9:30 in the morning to look people in the face when I don't show you my face on Zoom because I didn't wash my face. I'm still in bed. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. But anyway, to just get to this point. Touchdowns and tangents, the foundation of the Good News Sports. Keith knows it. We know it. Michael knows it. I'm looking at this ugly ass Josh Jacobs jersey in here. Because y'all, I told y'all he wasn't the right draft pick. They should have just took Montez Sweat. We wouldn't be in this fucking mess. But anyway, if y'all want smoke, Good News Latinx with the wonderful lavender lighting or Good News Talk, TG and Talk, y'all know who the fuck's name to say, and y'all know whose name not to say. And you don't want to say Candyman. You don't want to look in the mirror and say TDT. You'll say TDE, but you won't say TDT for a reason. But it's okay. We still love y'all. And if anybody wants in on this beef, we got taglines and hashtags and petty comments and hilarious crosstalk for days. Shout out to our brethren, Just Dope Ass Podcast. We would never go to war with them. It would just be no point. You don't have heels go to war with each other. It would be dumb. We would just be like, okay, we're the judges of whoever's going to do this little thing. And then we gang up on you after the match is over, and then we curtain call it at the end. Because that's how that would work. But we're one of the oldest shows on the Good News Radio. And quite be honest, we're one of the oldest shows on Good News, the Good News period. Period. Like, period. End of sentence.
Gabriel is probably older than us, though.
Nah, we're not. No, we're older than them too.
I don't know about that.
We're older than them. We're older than Never Not Extra. Because we actually like had a show. We were doing it. I mean, Monet was like affiliated with Good News. She had another show with that dude, and then they switched up, and then they became Never Not Extra. So again, one of the oldest shows on the Good News. I just want to point that out. The consistency And literally, we've done an episode every week for 5 years. We don't do 2 a week because that's cheating. And if we did 2 a week, we would still be like 300 ahead of everybody else almost. We love y'all, but there's a reason why you don't call out the dude in the back of the class. That's all I'm going to say. So, I mean, if you want smoke, if you want condensation, bring your vape pen. Seriously, Michael, please don't ever sing Tevin Campbell and record it and show it to people again. That's too many jokes, bro. And I'm trying to be pro-black. Like, don't make me do that. Don't give us those jokes. But yeah, today's a special day for the sheer fact that my grandfather died 25 years ago today, and I was thinking about it. And normally I'd be sad, but honestly, I look at my nephew and I'm just like, the lineage is strong. And then I just went, damn, like, well, I'm living the next part of that story. Like, when you sit back and realize you're living your own legacy, it's kind of humbling. Like, it takes away the anxiety. And Lord knows there's too much anxiety out here nowadays with motherfuckers getting the Decepticon version of whatever level of COVID rat now. Like, motherfuckers is getting, yeah. Stay safe, please. Just stay safe. Wash your hands, wash your ass, wash your face. And if I have to tell you in what order to do that, you've already lost. Wash your feet too. But anyway, yeah, that's it for me. Shout out to my mom.
All right, man. So I had an interesting week this past week. Went out to Austin, Texas with my girlfriend. Had our quarterly meeting for the new job that I just joined, as well as a holiday party. It's a pretty interesting time for sure. Like, getting to a space like that with people that you're really just meeting and just learning a company culture and a role and all that stuff is like, it's really interesting because you kind of just like skip to the good part, I guess you could say. So it was really fun. It's really motivating. It's really inspiring to see all the work ethic and the collaboration and communication that goes on at the company that I've joined. Really excited for the clients that I'm working with and this next chapter of my career. That said, I'm damn tired. It's been a long, stressful couple of weeks, really a month, even just with my brother's surgery, helping him out, taking him to his appointments, taking care of his medicine, making sure he doesn't flunk out of school. So it's been a lot, but it's also been good because, I'm getting to the places that I've been trying to get to for a really long time. And it feels like I'm finally not just spinning in the same spot, but I'm actually moving forward. And, shout out to the Chargers and the Chiefs. I laughed off air saying, I'm turning everyone into Chargers fan, but I'm like low-key turning everyone into Chargers fans. Shout out to my boy Rayside. Took out my tickets tonight. Had a good-ass time. I saw in his story. He's been a Chargers fan, and he's actually one of the only Chargers fans who's actually will put their dollar up and go see a game. So unfortunately, his team lost. I feel bad for him, but it looked like he got a good game and he had a good time. So shout out to him. Yeah, man. Other than that, shout out to C's holding it down with you in the chat last week. Shout out to Kenny for holding it down while I was on the plane. Shout out to my brothers, for keeping things going while I was away.
I literally just got off an 8-hour Greyhound bus ride too.
That was wild, yeah. That really was wild. That was a day. But yeah, man, so that's about it for me. You can find this podcast, touchdownsandtangents.com, the Good News Radio app, tgnradio.net, your favorite podcast app, and everywhere else podcasts live. We thank you for joining us. He's Kenny Frank James Berry. Legacy. The legacy of his grandfather, R.I.P.
Frank James Berry.
And I'm Pete Camarillo. Peace.
And yeah, we're on Anchor too. TD's the Tangents Overtime. And again, if you want smoke, if you want condensation, you know what to do. Peace, y'all.